Alright, here are some recordings of today, and let's under his focuses on a guy named Dareego Gordon, and this is a guy who's basically a software developer who's hit hard times. So, after his mother at age 12, then having his father we saw twice per year die years later. I don't think he's told how he lost both parents, but let's continue. Dareego Gordon and his older brother eventually evicted from a house he and his older brother called home. Not sure about where the rest of the family was, but let's continue. Now the self-taught software developer and graphic artist who is hoping for a breakthrough. The 30-year-old has been staying at the Candle and Dark homeless shelter in Manchester for the past years. Did not family could have faced such obstacles in his journey, but he remains undaunted. Gordon told the Gleaner that the death is more affecting more than he had initially realized, and so into his personal and professional growth. He basically once said that he was at the pharmacy employed, but I think but he basically didn't really pull his weight to the job, and as well got fired. And they say that experience taught him that he had to take things more seriously. In fact, his mother's death. I don't think he really talks about his dad death in the same way, because obviously he and his dad are close. The fact that he really saw him, there's not said why or so on. As he began to navigate life with a clearer mindset, Gordon said he lost his home but found deeper hunger for success. Quote to quote, after the house was demolished, my brother went overseas. I had nowhere to go. Not sure about why the brother didn't take him overseas. I don't know. Maybe he tried to file for him. I don't know. But to go to that homeless shelter. From when I was young, I was like the computer was. Just recently, I got the second-hand computer. It's more popular match to some designs that he said. Fascinated with coding and creating apps. Gordon said that he learned how to build websites watching YouTube tutorials. I watch tutorials for everything. I learned how to even design pop-up cards. Never gone to school for this. I don't have an education. Past secondary level, he said. I just love this. I watch videos and work at it. I first started by stripping a website and rebuilt and moved from there. Having already developed 3 websites for clients, Gordon said he finds it difficult to land jobs consistently. Market is the hardest part for me. It's hard to get clients, but I can really design websites. Well, I have designed a website for a work and travel company that allows students to create an account to have dialogue with the company. Even though it's not said why they haven't hired this guy, I mean, if he's that good as he's saying, he should have gotten a job in some capacity. I also created a mobile app for a loan company, he said. On his own website, synocracy.com, Gordon is pushing his database management design with the hope that small businesses will see his vision and buy into it. Quote to quote, a lot of businesses don't have a database management system and the stocks are well scattered. With this database management system, they can put in everything from the inventory into the database. It calculates the profit. It sends an email part every time the cashier makes a transaction. It can tell which cashier is operating where, and it generates up sales reports wherever you want it to disclose. He said if this gets off the ground, he'll be able to live a better life. And he said, quote to quote, I'm going to give the business a month free trial. I really want to see this work to elevate myself. That's why I'm doing all of this. My circumstances bother me every day, and that's why I'm working so hard to do something with my life. I would really love a new computer as well, so I can do more, Gordon said. Yeah, I did. You can't give up, because when you give up, all is lost. Now, if you want to contact Dareego Gordon, just contact Candle in the Dark Ministries, Trim and Wendy Freckleton at 876-881-5968. So it's 876-881-5968. So that's it. Yeah, I think I'm calling me like, hope to help this dude though. I mean, like, now this guy sounds like he's really had it hard. I mean, his parent, he lost his mom, and he lost his dad, who obviously wasn't a real big part of his brother's life. I don't get what happened there. I mean, obviously the parents weren't together, or why his dad in particular wasn't as active in his life. I don't know, circumstances or so on. Because he doesn't mention his dad's death in the same way it affected his mother. The fact that his dad obviously didn't see much of his dad in his life. I don't know the circumstances of how all that happened, so I can just speculate. And I'm just wondering how come what happened to the rest of their family? Like, don't they have any aunts, uncles, nieces, or any other family members that could have looked up for them, like any grandparents? Or that is also a very big question as to why probably they're not really what happened with their cause. And even the bigger question is like, when his brother left, why didn't he try and file for him? Because like if his brother got a chance to go overseas, he should have probably filed for him or probably taken him with him, unless his brother weren't that close. I mean, it could be a case where he's not close to any members of his family except his late mom. Again, there are a lot of questions right there I have to ask, but this guy sounds like a talented person, and unless, again, this is totally false and this is just more historical, it could be a case where some relatives or family members might be saying, yeah, no, this is not really the case with Dareego right here. Alright, him just looking this and that. I don't know this dude, but the thing is, though, there's also a good gesture as a risk or reward type of endeavor. I would hopefully can reach out to help this brother and that this brother gains love, employment, because people like this should be having a steady job. This guy should be working at a big company. If he's, and I know people say he doesn't have a formal education, but there should be like, I know in case with National Youth Service, all of them should be scooping him up and say, okay, we see that this guy has talent, we'll go ahead and help him out and we can do it, but and so on, because this guy should be making a good living. The fact that this guy is competent and skillful, that he can do all this very important stuff. Again, I'm just doing this as a gesture of good faith, and let's hopefully help this brother out and so on. There are a lot of questions I'd like to ask what happened, because there's a very big question why happened to the rest of his family members, or why his brother didn't take him with him, or why his dad was not a big part of life. Again, maybe more come out through him or maybe some other family members. Who knows? So this is for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my YouTube pages, Miles Gusson Fern, Miles Productions, Real Thoughts and Miles. Alright.